voice, but okay. I just want to thank all of you for coming out to support all of the new and second-year members of Rho Kappa. There are so many more students here who have met the basic qualifications for Rho Kappa, but these are the students who stepped up and took the time to apply. The basic requirements for being in Rho Kappa are to have a 93% in social studies classes and 90% overall GPA, and they need to have at least 2 credits of social studies. So generally that comes junior year. We always have a few people who didn't apply their junior year, then they realize what an awesome organization it is, and they decide to join us their senior year. This is a really hardworking crew. We try to have a lot of fun while we are serving the community as well. And I will say, I am not a morning person. I am not. But because there are so many opportunities for our young people, about the only time that we can possibly meet is before school. So everybody gets up a little bit early and isn't really excited to be there on Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. But it's been really good for me when I come in, dragging my feet, wishing I had drank a little bit more coffee. A room full of students in the RMC ready to figure out what the next steps are. So some of the things that we do in Rho Kappa is that we have 2 years ago, one of our biggest projects is that we try to raise enough money to buy books to give to every child at one of the elementary schools. And then the students go, read a lesson. Sometimes we've done a little craft, sometimes we haven't had time for that. And then each child receives a book. And it's fun. Even the students who think they might not like little children or they're scared, they come back talking very excitedly about it. And I know that the littles, as we call them here, are excited about that too, as are the teachers. Last year, we weren't able to do our President's Day lesson. We usually go to one of the elementary schools to do a President's Day lesson taught by our students as well. And there's also a community service requirement. Those are Rho Kappa activities. We have a community service requirement as well, and we have been connected a bit with the York History Center. York History Center and with our local history organization, NECHIP, that you're going to hear about a little bit later on this evening. And we are always looking for more opportunities. So if you know of something where you could use a group of young people to help out, email us and we will try to make that happen. These students are here because hopefully they love the social studies field, possibly history. Some of them are nerds like myself. And geography, psychology, sociology, the whole world of social studies. But it's also a dedication to keep on learning and to engage in service to Northeastern, the community, and hopefully carry that with them as they go on to college or other careers. So again, I just want to thank you for coming out. And at this point, Mr. Schwartz, and I'm sorry, I don't think I introduced myself. I am Ms. Whitmer, and Mr. Schwartz is my co-advisor. At this time, we are going to have the installation of officers.
Good evening. Since the beginning of the school year, Ms. Whitmer and I have been working with the acting officers and the newly elected officers. During practice for this evening's ceremony, the officers of the Northeastern Rho Kappa National Honor Society were inducted as members. We would now like to formally install both junior and senior officers. So would the following students please come to the stage when I call your name? Come to the podium. Jersey Parker.
Jersey, you have been elected president of the Northeastern chapter of Rho Kappa by your peers. It will be your duty to preside at meetings, follow bylaws, and function in every respect as your Northeastern's chapter chief executive officer. As president, you will guide the other officers in developing the chapter's goals and objectives. You will become familiar with Robert's Rules of Order and with the National Rho Kappa Honor Society and chapter bylaws. Jersey, you should at all times be watchful for activities, projects, and programs which could benefit the community members or Rho Kappa as a whole. Ultimately, the success of this organization rests in your hands.
Jersey, do you agree to abide by society and chapter bylaws and to adhere to society's code of ethics? Please raise your right hand and take the oath of office. Repeat after me. In the presence of honored guests and members here assembled, I, state your name,
I, Jersey Parker,
do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully execute the duties of President
to faithfully execute the duties of President
of the Northeastern Rho Kappa Honor Society
of the Northeastern Rho Kappa Honor Society
and to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and to the best of my knowledge and ability,
commit myself to the Society's Code of Ethics
commit myself to the Society's Code of Ethics,
and further the goals and objectives
and further the goals and objectives
of this organization. Okay.
On behalf of the Northeastern Social Studies Department, I hereby install you as president of the Northeastern Rho Kappa Honor Society. Congratulations. Natalia, you have been elected Vice President of the Northeastern Rho Kappa Honor Society. It will be your duty to preside over chapter meetings in the President's absence and to oversee the functioning of all chapter committees. You should become familiar with Robert's Rules of Order and with the National Honor Society and chapter bylaws. Natalia, you should at all times be watchful for activities, projects, and programs which could benefit your chapter, its members, or Rho Kappa as a whole. As Vice President, you will work closely with the President to ensure the success of this chapter.
Natalia, do you agree to abide by society and chapter bylaws and to adhere to the Society's Code of Ethics?
I do.
Please raise your right hand and take the oath of office. In the presence of honored guests
In the presence of honored guests
and members here assembled,
and members here assembled,
I, state your name,
I, Natalia Colon Rosario,
do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully execute the duties of Vice President
to faithfully execute my duties as Vice President
of the Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society
of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
commit myself to the Society's Code of Ethics,
commit myself to the Society's Code of Ethics,
and to further the goals and objectives
and to further its goals and objectives
of this organization.
On behalf of the Northeastern Social Studies Department, I hereby install you as Vice President of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society. Congratulations. Vin Nguyen, would you please rise and approach the podium? Vin, You have been elected parliamentarian of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society. It will be your duty to record the minutes of all meetings, to conduct the chapter's correspondence, and to keep accurate membership records. Your work will help the chapter to project a professional image to the National Rho Kappa office and to the Northeastern High School and larger Northeastern School District community. Are you ready to take the office, the oath of office as parliamentarian?
I do.
Okay. In the presence of, repeat after, sorry. In the presence of this company here assembled, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Vin Wing,
Do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully discharge the duties
to faithfully discharge the duties
of parliamentarian
of parliamentarian
to the best of my knowledge
to the best of my knowledge
and ability.
and abilities.
On behalf of the Northeastern Social Studies Department, I hereby install you as parliamentarian of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society. Congratulations. Destin McLean, would you please rise and approach the podium? Destin, you have been elected treasurer of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society. It will be your duty to be the custodian of the chapter's funds, to keep accurate accounting records, and to give regular reports regarding the chapter's financial status. In addition, you will be responsible for collecting all local dues or chapter fees from the membership. You will assist the other officers in preparing an annual budget and preparing special funding requests. Your books and accounts shall be open and available at all times for inspection.
Are you ready to take the oath of office as treasurer?
Yes.
Okay, repeat after me. In the presence of this company,
In the presence of this company,
here assembled, I state your name.
I, Destin McLean,
Do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully and honestly discharge
to faithfully and honorably discharge
the duties of treasurer
the duties of treasurer
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Emma Holmes and Maria Khan, please rise and approach the podium. Emma has been elected by her peers to be the community outreach chair, and Maria as the assistant chair. Oh, sorry, that's me. Emma and Maria, you have been elected by your peers to be the community outreach chair of Northeastern's Rho Kappa Honor Society. It will be your duties to plan events for society members, including service and learning events. You will also serve as a liaison between Rho Kappa and Northeastern School and the broader community.
Are you both ready to take the oath of office as community outreach chair?
Yes.
Okay. So repeat after me. In the presence of this company,
In the presence of this company,
here assembled, I state your names.
I, Emma Holmes,
Do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully and honestly
to faithfully and honestly
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of community outreach chair
of community outreach chair
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Queen.
Sarah Gugla and Rachel Theodore, will you please come to the podium? Sarah, you have been elected by your peers to be the chair of the Connections with Kids Committee, and Rachel, you have been chosen to be the assistant of this committee. This committee is at the heart of the Northeastern chapter of Rho Kappa. As leaders of this committee, you're responsible for planning, organizing, and carrying out events where members of Rho Kappa can connect younger students with social studies.
Are you both ready to take the oath of chairs of Connections with Kids Committee?
Yes.
Okay. Repeat after me. In the presence of this company,
In the presence of this company,
here assembled,
I
state your names,
I, Sarah Glugla,
do solemnly promise and pledge
do solemnly promise and pledge
to faithfully and honestly
to faithfully and honestly
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as chair of the Connections with Kids Committee
as chair of the Connections with Kids Committee
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, Rachel and Sarah, don't go too far. At this time, Rachel and Sarah will lead everyone in the pledge.
The flag.
Yes, pledge to the flag.
Okay. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Candidates, you are being presented for induction in Rho Kappa, a society whose purpose is to honor excellence in the social studies. It is an honor to be selected for membership to this organization, and I congratulate each of you for attaining this distinction. Our name, Rho Kappa, is taken from two words with Semitic origin. Rho is derived from resh, meaning head, and kappa is derived from kap, which means palm of the hand. Both these terms symbolize our firm belief that knowledge without service is useless. Each of you meets the requirements for membership, which includes superior work in social studies and participation in school or community service. Your work demonstrates the qualities of industry, initiative, and reliability. The principal purpose of Rho Kappa is to stimulate a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of all the academic disciplines comprising the social studies curriculum. Thus, on this occasion, it is appropriate to take a moment and reflect on the significance and contribution of the societies in the development of the individual.
The white candle represents veritas, or truth. According to Nadine Gordimer, a South African author and Nobel laureate, the truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. In social studies, we seek the truth. The truth is untarnished from prejudice and bias. It is the search that leads to a greater understanding of our world and humanity's place in it.
The green candle stands for scientia, or knowledge. The Greek philosopher and dramatist Euripides stated, "Whoso neglects learning in his youth loses the past and is dead for the future." As a member of Rho Kappa, you have the distinction of being one who seeks knowledge in your youth, and you are therefore building upon your understanding of the past in order to create a future of your own and that of the world in which we live.
The gold candle represents sapientia, or wisdom. As Supreme Court Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes said, "It is the province of knowledge to speak, and it's the privilege of wisdom to listen." Wisdom is the tool we use to discern what is true and how to value that truth.
The blue candle represents officium or service. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.
Indian political leader Mohandas Gandhi once said, "True civic engagement in schools or community services lies not within what you do, but why you do it."
And now we will have our guest speaker come over through a video. I'm just gonna wait until the screen calms down. He went too early.
They're eager. They're excited to get out of here.
Oh.
Can you slide over a little bit?
Yes, I just have to say this real quick.
Oh, you're right.
It's okay, you can just stay, it's fine. As your name is called, please come to the stage to receive your membership certificate. Okay. Chase Alms.
Zach Ball.
Riley Barmore.
Alex Beckley.
Lucy Crone.
Mark Dukes.
That's funny. They didn't do it yet. Tristan Eckenrode.
Melissa Fitzsimmons.
Maggie Gladfelter.
Ava Godshaw.
Maisie Grands.
Caden Helmezy.
Emma Jackson.
Addison Lehman.
Kara Loich.
Noah Mansberger.
Mitchell Moser.
William Nyhoff.
Connor Perry.
Gabby Perry.
Nicholas Powell.
Nora Reiner.
Griffin Riddler.
Cameron Sands.
Miranda Schroudner.
Aspen Smith.
Kelsey Snyder.
Lincoln Wirtz.
Hey, you did it. Abigail White.
And finally, Macy Zorick.
No, I have to do this, but you can stay with me. Just wait for her to do it. To the new inductees, you have heard briefly of the major characteristics of the Rho Kappa scholar. Those of you who agree that you strive to fulfill these fundamental principles, please recite the oath to complete your induction into the Honor Society. I do promise to serve others, to search for truth, to utilize knowledge, and to seek wisdom. Through the pursuit of academic excellence in the social studies, I promise service to Northeastern High School and to the community. For true scholars, of the social studies. Lead by example. I now declare you members of Rho Kappa.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I did that earlier. Thank you very much for being here. I guess this really wouldn't have been a social studies event without technical difficulties. You know, I think one of the prerequisites of being a social studies teacher is being very familiar and acclimated with AV stuff, but sometimes, you know, the skills that are necessary just evade us, and we're just not equipped to fix the technical difficulties. But I've been tasked with the closing remarks. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate everyone on their induction into the Honor Society. I know honor societies, you know, in high schools are very important things. But one thing that I think stands out with this one, and you heard that word numerous times, was the word service. You know, we look at social studies, everything from psychology to sociology to geography to history to civics. Everything evolves and revolves around people. And we as human beings are intended, and our purpose is to serve one another. I am reminded of the JC Creed, and I know there's two former JC members here. I have to admit, I do not know the JC Creed, but I know very, very well that last line of that JC Creed is service to humanity is the best work of life. And that's what we strive for. We strive to get students involved in serving the community, not only here in the Northeastern District, but, you know, the greater area, you know, and the world. And this is my last year here at Northeastern. So my last opportunity to stand here before this group of students and encourage you to find your passion. Find a passion in something, for that is what motivates you to get out of bed in the morning. That is what motivates you to keep pushing on, to do right, to serve your fellow man. Find that passion, whatever it might be. You might not have any clue today what it is, but in the coming months, in the coming years, for those who are seniors, as you move on to the college level, find your passion, something that just motivates you. That is that spark. And hopefully that passion will greatly involve service, because service to humanity is the best work of life. I want to invite everyone over to the library for some refreshments. Please feel free to take pictures of your students. And again, thank you very much for coming out to this Rho Kappa Honor Society induction. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.